by the time I got back on camera, man, a week feels like a really long time, but I've been up to stuff. I've been busy, so it makes sense. It's felt like a long week. Thursday through Friday, I went on my Brodyssey, which is basically I hop in my car, my loud car, and I just drive. I just go. No destination, don't know where I'm going to end up. I just go, find a hotel, spend the night, and explore. Just explore around, think about stuff, talk to God, all that kind of thing, which I needed to do because I'll tell you what was leading up to this. For about the week or so prior to doing that, I was feeling funky. Like I was feeling really, really funky. And about Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget what day exactly, but just very shortly before leaving, I figured out why I was feeling so funky and so terrible. And basically, I was just really emotionally detached from everybody. Not necessarily everything. Like I could still experience emotions. I still had happiness and sadness and all that kind of stuff. It was all still, that was still there. But friends, family members, loved ones, all of them, I just felt completely emotionally disconnected from them. Like I just didn't care. And I cared on, more of a mental, intellectual level, but I didn't have an emotional attachment to them, which was weird because it's a good thing to have that. That is a good thing to have. And I'm thankful for having those kinds of emotional attachments. And not having that was really weird and just kind of came out of nowhere, and I didn't understand what it was, but I thought, all good things in our lives, everything good about us, and having emotional attachments to people is a good thing. But every good thing about us is really just a reflection of the good of God. So I'm like, okay, I've got to take some time alone, just spend time with God, pray about it, think this through. And thankfully that was apparently what I needed, because that did the trick. So anyway, that's what I was up to for a couple days there. I had a really good time, went and explored some places and did some fun stuff. But one of the things that I was thinking about on the trip, or that popped into my head, was revealed to me, however you want to put it, was the Bible does describe us as the bride of Christ. And I think that we really take that idea for granted, or rather we don't really think about that in depth a lot. So imagine if your girl was treating you the way you treat God. What would that really look like? Would it look like, as she says, hey, in the morning, before bed, might ask you for some stuff, spend a couple hours with you on Sunday morning, one day a week, forgets about the stuff that you've done for her the way we forget about the things that God has done for us, doesn't trust you the way we don't trust God so many times, and on and on. I mean, fill in the blank with whatever is in your relationship with God right now. Do you do the bare minimum as far as spending time with Him? Do you see it as a burden or just like an obligation to pray and to read His Word? Did you maybe make a commitment? Well, like for me, I'll go into some examples from my own life. Back years ago in 5th grade, I made a commitment to read the Bible every day, which is, it's a good thing to do. And I'm glad I made that commitment, and I've been sticking with it. But for probably most of that time, I just treated it like an obligation, and I viewed it as a chore that I had to get done. What if your girl, your wife, whoever, viewed spending time with you as just a chore, an obligation to get done for the day so that she can go do what she wants to do, not with you? that would be a pretty piss poor example of a bride. And I know that I personally, I'm speaking for myself, I have been a piss poor example of being the bride of Christ. And looking around, I can't speak for other people, but I think that that's genuinely the case with the vast majority of us Christians, is that if we are the bride of Christ, and we are, the Bible says so, then we're doing a piss poor job of it. We're not a very good bride. And yet even so, God is, he doesn't hate us for it. He's merciful, and he bears with us in that. And I'm extremely thankful for that. I'm extremely thankful for God's patience with me through this, and with God's willingness to, bear with me in this and continue to teach me instead of, just giving up. I think if a lot of us were in his situation, then we would give up fairly quickly, but he doesn't. And that should be an example to us as well. But anyway, that was one of the biggest takeaways from my trip there. Just a lot of time alone on the road, thinking and praying, and that was really beneficial for me. I know, and I know that that's what I needed, because I have that fullness again in my relationships and my attitudes towards other people. I feel that emotional connection with people, which is awesome. I did not like it when I didn't have that. So that's about it for now. I'm not gonna drag this on forever. I think I got that point across pretty well as far as what it should mean to be the bride of Christ. Let's compare ourselves to what a bride should be like. Do you really love God? Are you passionate about him? Are you excited to spend time with him? Are you aware? Are you constantly aware and thinking and reminded of everything that he's done for you? Okay? If not, then, let's get on it. Okay? This isn't just an emotional response. We can control how we have some measure of ability to determine how we live our relationship with God out. Okay? So remind yourself of the things that God has done for you. Remind yourself of who he really is and what he has done for all of us. Okay? And who we are and where we've come from and how far he's brought us. So don't ever forget that. But that's it for now. Y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Subscribe to this channel. Check out my other videos. Got tons of stuff about quitting porn and all kinds of stuff. I've got a couple of videos I want to do soon with Koth Eli and maybe a couple of other people, so look forward to those. And that's it. Y'all have a lovely day. Oh yeah, most important thing, subscribe. Follow my Twitter. No, not really, but cool stuff on there. One last thing that I forgot to mention. There's a guy on Twitter, who I found on Twitter anyway. He does other stuff. He's got a blog and a YouTube channel and all that, called The Family Alpha. He's doing a project called The Men of March. If you are a man and you are into masculinity and all that kind of stuff, hop on board that. I've been doing that this month so far. It is a fantastic project. This is one of the very best things that I'm aware of that is going on right now this month. So yeah, we're a few days late, but get on board with that. This is really, really a solid dude and lots of great insight and wisdom, and it's awesome. You'll have some push-ups to catch up on, but it's a great thing. I'll put a link in the description to him so you can follow along with that and catch up and see what we're all doing. But yeah, that's it for now. Y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. I will talk to you later.